The night was still, but Baghdad remembered the hum, that low, relentless vibration above the clouds. The Reaper circled, patient, mechanical, and merciless. Then the sky split open. Light poured down like vengeance, and one name was carved into history's cold skin: Qasem Soleimani. He was more than a man. He was an ideology in motion, a strategist of chaos and control. From the dusty plains of Kerman to the broken streets of Aleppo, his shadow stretched across the Middle East. He built alliances, commanded militias, and shaped wars that redrew borders without signatures. To millions, he was the lion of resistance, the shield of the oppressed. To others, he was the architect of ruin, the unseen hand stirring conflict across nations. Yet all agreed, his presence defined an era. On January 3, 2020, that era ended in fire. A convoy left Baghdad International Airport, black vehicles gliding into the dawn. Above them, an MQ-9 Reaper drone hovered, eyes cold, wings steady. Within seconds, AGM-114 Hellfire missiles descended, rewriting history in flames. No warning, no surrender, no human duel, only precision and silence. When the dust cleared, the desert held its breath. The general who once dictated wars met a death dictated by a scream. The world reacted in shock and fury. Washington called it justice. Tehran called it terror. Millions poured into Iran's streets, oceans of black, fists raised, voices trembling with rage and devotion. The air itself seemed to mourn him. Across the globe, leaders scrambled for words, some praising the precision, others warning that a new world war had just been born. Moscow spoke of violation. Beijing measured the balance. Europe whispered of restraint. And America divided against itself. Then came the answer from Iran. Missiles streaking through the night toward US bases in Ain al-Assad. The ground trembled. The world paused. And in that silence, between retaliation and restraint, the planet realized how fragile its peace had become. Soleimani's death was not just an act of warfare, it was a turning point. It revealed the new face of global power, remote, digital, unaccountable. The age of drones had arrived, where generals fall, not to armies, but to coordinates. The Reaper's hum became the hymn of modern conflict, a song of domination sung by machines. Supporters hailed the strike as necessary, the end of a man blamed for countless deaths. Critics called it reckless, an extrajudicial assassination, a precedent too dangerous for the rule of law. Human rights scholars spoke of sovereignty shattered. Soldiers whispered of revenge postponed. The debate reached every capital, every classroom, every corner of conscience. Was this justice or hubris? Yet even in death, Soleimani refused to vanish. His name became a banner, his portrait a symbol. To some, he embodied martyrdom, proof that defiance survives beyond death. To others, he remained a warning that ambition unbound breeds endless war. His story turned to myth, and myths outlive their makers. What he left behind, and though the drone's hum has faded, the echo of that night endures. A reminder that power without reflection breeds its own destruction. For they killed the man, but awakened the myth. And myths, unlike men, do not die.